The Humane Society of Sedona is located on Shelby Drive in Sedona. Open daily from 10 to 4, they offer adoptable dogs, cats, and rabbits too. This Humane Society will host up to 1,000 animals a year. Volunteers are always needed in local rescues and animal shelters. Ask to speak with the volunteer coordinator. Visit the Humane Society of Sedona online or in person for more information about adopting a new pet.
Well, who we have here is one of our newer girls. Her name is Silo, and she's a young hound, female hound, about a year old. Came to us on May 19th, and she is one of our more exuberant dogs. She has a lot of energy, so she would need a family that would love to play with her, probably need a backyard to run around and play in, because she has got quite the speed when she's racing around the courtyard. And she is she's loving, she's playful. She probably needs a little bit of training on her walk. She can pull, but she's not, not unmanageable. But she just needs, because she's so young, she just needs a little bit of behavioral training. She's got a sweet disposition. She would be good with a family that had older children. She's probably a little bit too exuberant for very young children. She doesn't know her own speed and strength. She would be a great dog to take on hikes, because she's got a lot of energy. And because of the breed, probably would not be good with cats, because hounds are known to have prey drive. So she might not work out with cats. Dogs would need to be introduced. She's walked with some of our dogs and seems to be okay, more wanting to play than anything else. But they would need to be introduced. It would be great to have a home that somebody could spend a lot of time with her, because of her age and because of her level of exuberance. If she was left for long periods of time, she might get herself into trouble. She just needs to have some energy sapped from her. But she's a really sweet girl. She doesn't like to sit still for very long right now. But we hope you come and check her out, because she's very loving and she's really beautiful. She's got great markings. And would love to show somebody what she could be as far as a loving pet in your home.
This is Vito. He's a 3-year-old Rottweiler Shepherd mix. He's a very, very sweet boy, playful, and he likes to go on walks. He's easy to walk on the leash. He gets along with other dogs, although with all the dogs here, we do recommend that we have an introduction with another dog. He'd be suitable for pretty much any home and any sort of activity. He came from a very, very loving home, and he was surrendered because the owners had to move, and that was very sad for them and him. But he doesn't seem to have be suffering at all from the loss of his previous family, and he's moved on and he's ready for a new one. Good boy. Yeah. You are a very good boy, aren't you?
So this is Kovu. Kovu is one of our high energy dogs. He's only about a year old, a little bit over a year, we think. He was a stray, and he is a male Staffordshire Terrier mix. He has a high energy level. He loves to chase balls. We take him up to our park, and we fling balls to the back of the park, and he runs and gets them and comes back and drops them at your feet so you can do it again. And you could do it 50 times and he wouldn't be tired. So he's got a lot of energy, a lot of fun to play with. He also loves our kiddie pool. He loves to jump in the kiddie pool and lie down and roll around in it. So he's got a lot of fun energy with him. He'd be best as an only dog because he really doesn't like other dogs too much. So he'd probably be an only child. And he is, he's trying to get away right now. And he would not probably be good with cats. Older kids would be fine, especially those who would like to toss balls for him, because he would love that. And he really has a loving nature. I mean, once he calms down, he likes to give you a lot of kisses. But he's not been in this room before, so he's very curious. He wants to see what's behind everything. So he's checking everything out. But if you really want to, and if you had a fenced-in yard, that would be good too, because he really could use a lot of tossing. He'd not be a dog for a dog park. But he really is a sweet boy. He just needs somebody who wants to give him a lot of attention and play with him all day long, and he'll give you a lot of love back. So we're hoping you come check him out.
This is Peja. He is a 3-year-old Staffordshire Bull Terrier, very handsome. He came from a home that didn't have a good fenced yard, and he does need to run around. He needs some exercise. He's a loving boy. He bonds quickly, and he is very good on the leash, and he's a very good walker, and actually he's pretty calm. He's just not really into other dogs and probably wouldn't be great around cats or small children, but he's a people dog. So if you want a dog that's handsome and you want to take him out walking, he's the dog for you. He's got a very nice nature. Hey, mister. He's very intelligent, I think. He's a good boy.
Lab who came to us on 7/5, July 5th, but originally we had him 4 years ago. He was our dog 4 years ago. His name was Shadow, and he was adopted, but unfortunately his owner became too ill to take care of him, so I had to bring him back. And he is just a wonderful boy. He's totally housebroken. He loves to play ball. He loves to be in the water. He jumps in our pond. He jumps in our kiddie pool. So he's very playful. He's obedient. He knows how to sit. He knows how to stay. He has lived with cats and farm animals, so he gets along with cats and farm animals. He seems to be fine with other dogs. We walked him with another dog today, and they were fine together. So he's just got a lot of good qualities about him. He just unfortunately found himself back here because of an unfortunate situation, and he would be a great family dog. He's a little bit shy at first, but he warms up very quickly with people. And he just needs somebody to come and give him a little bit of exercise. He probably could lose a couple of pounds here, but he's just a lovely dog with a great personality, and would make a great family dog. Would be good in a home that wants to give him a lot of love, because he'll give a lot back.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Humane Society of Sedona.
Adventure Auto Glass is your locally owned auto glass replacement service with free mobile service to the Quad Cities, Sedona, and the Verde Valley. Adventure Auto Glass owner David Rittershaus is proud to support the Humane Society of Sedona and the Yavapai Humane Society with the Adventures with Animals program. Remember to mention Adventures with Animals when you call Adventure Auto Glass.
Canine Country Club is where your pets go for vacation. Whether they need a place to stay for a few weeks or just camp time at daycare, our staff will make sure every individual animal's needs are met. Need the spa treatment? Grooming at Canine Country Club makes your dog look and feel better, and they can stay the day for free. We'd be honored to take care of your animals. Come in for a guided tour today, 1461 East Cherry in Cottonwood, or call 639-1624, the Canine Country Club, where your pets go for vacation.
So here we have Dobbs. You have to look in the camera, sweetheart. Dobbs is a lovely 5-year-old shepherd, probably Rottweiler mix and maybe a few other things in him. He came to us on June 12th as a stray, so we really don't know that much about him. In looking at his teeth, the vet has guessed he's about 5 years old. He seems younger to us. When he first came to us, he was really shy, very, very petrified. But he's coming out of his shell. Now that he knows us, he's very friendly with the staff and the volunteers that know him. And he's a very, very easy walk. We don't even have to put him on a harness. You can just put him on a leash and walk him. He's starting to play in the courtyard, so he's getting his little personality, but I think it's just a little bit intimidating for him. So he probably needs kind of a quiet home with somebody who's really willing to give him a lot of love and attention, because he does get nervous with a lot of activity around him. So maybe younger children would not be good with him. We have no idea about cats, whether he would work with cats or not. That would have to be tested. But he's just very, very loving and very sweet, and he just does seem like he's a lot younger than 5 when you see him play. And he's not a big dog by any means. He's got these great eyebrows that always makes him look like he's worried, but he's really come out of his shell now. So we're hoping that somebody will come and check him out, because I think he would be a very, very loving dog in a home that was quiet and would give him lots of love and attention. He responds well to that. This is one of our newest arrivals. He's a 1-year-old male Chihuahua whose name is Radar. He was found as a stray, came to us on May 26th, and we've nicknamed him Mr. Personality because he really is very stunning looking, and he has these cute little floppy ears, and he's the life of the party. He's in a kennel with 2 other dogs who love to play with him. He's the leader of the pack, and they run around the courtyard and have a gay old time. He's also very treat motivated. He knows exactly where the treats are stashed in your pocket, and he's not afraid to go after them because he can help himself. But he's very, very, very loving. He loves to give kisses. He loves to be held. Q, you give the kisses? Okay. He loves to give kisses and be held and be petted, but he also likes to run around. So he needs to have some exercise because he is very young. But he would be content, I'm sure, in the evening to just sit on your lap and just give you lots of love and attention. He would be okay, obviously, with other dogs because we've introduced him to several other dogs, and he's been fine with all of them. Cats could be introduced slowly, I think, to him. He's young enough so that he could accept cats. And he would be good with young kids as long as they went slow with him. He's got a very sweet disposition. He doesn't show any aggression whatsoever. He's a very, very sweet, sweet boy. So we're hoping that you'll come and check him out and give him a chance to show you how much love he has to give if you brought him home. Well, this gorgeous specimen is Cabernet. Is that not a great name? Although she's not red. She's black, as you can see. Black cats, I have a black cat, and they tend to be very, very friendly, and she is as well. She is a polydactyl, which means she has an extra thumb here, and she's only 2 years old. She's a very petite young girl, and she came to us at the end of June, and she is just a very, very sweet, loving, loving girl. She is a great player with toys. She loves to play with toys, so she would be very, very good to have in a home if you really enjoy seeing them enjoy themselves playing around with their toys. She doesn't necessarily get along with other female cats, though, so she may have to be an only child, but she would give you enough love to make up for 10 little girls, because she really is a sweet, sweet, sweet girl. And she would be, I think, very, very calm. As you can see, she's not a wild thing, even though she is young, because 2 is a very young, and you can, she just kind of likes to be on your lap. So she would make a great lap cat and would love to give you a lot of purring and a lot of love. She's got a very sleek coat, and it's not such long hair. She's got kind of a medium coat, but she would be a very, very interesting girl to have, because I think she'd give you the excitement of seeing her play, and she'd also give you the love of just being in your lap and enjoying her time with you. So hopefully you come check her out. She's a gorgeous girl.
This is Pumba. She's come from an exceptionally good home. Her and her sister were brought to the shelter, and they're well fed, and they are just so well socialized. Really, really gentle and mellow disposition. She is 5 years old, and she is a tabby, but she does have gold highlights, which makes her very, very pretty indeed. And she was brought to us because they had too many animals. She and her sister Ellie, very, very similar, possibly twins, or certainly from the same litter, and Ellie has already been adopted. But she'd be suitable for any home because she has lived with dogs, cats, and children. So this will make a really superb, she will make a really superb family pet with so much wonderful history from her previous owners. This is Molly. She is a senior kitty. She's black and white, and she's very friendly. She's available at the senior adoption rate of $30. She enjoys laps, and she came in with 2 other kitties who are a similar age, possibly siblings. She's the most confident of the 3, and she would probably suit any household except very young children or loud barking dogs, because she looks like she would like a very quiet life. She's a gentle, quiet girl who just likes to be cuddled. This is Sheba. She's a 1-year-old short-haired black kitty, very, very silky, and she came to us as a stray. She is a little bit shy at first, but then she warms up. She possibly would get along with children, older children, probably not younger children because she's a little bit shy, and probably not other kitties again because she's a little bit shy. But other than that, she'd make a great, great pet. She's very sweet. She had a little bit of an issue with her fur when she first came to us, but we changed her diet and her fur grew back. So she seems to be absolutely fine. She's a good girl. Yeah, she's very alert, aren't you? Very alert. Yes, you are.
Here we have one of the most unusual cats you will ever meet. This is Trixie Woo. Has a very special name for a very special cat. She not only is black, which is so special, we love our black cats, they're very affectionate, but she is a polydactyl, meaning she has an extra toe, and she's a Manx, meaning she has no tail. So she's got no tail and an extra thumb. And she is just the sweetest little thing. She just loves attention. She loves to be petted, so she would be a great lap cat. And she's also very playful. She does love to play. And her coat is kind of on the short side. She's not a really long-haired cat. But she is a cat that probably needs to be an only child because she's so special she doesn't want to share a household. So you might need to have her just by yourself, but she would give you so much love and attention. She's purring like crazy. You can't hear her now, but she's loving to be petted and purred. So she would love to sit on your lap and get lots of attention. And when she walks, she does look funny because she doesn't have a tail, which is just fine. Then she says, I could just give you my wave in the hand, and I could just give you my hands up look. And I'm just a lovely, you can do anything with her because she just loves to be manhandled or woman-handled. So Trixie Woo would be the perfect girl for a quiet home because I think she would like to live in a place that wasn't very exciting because she is very mellow and she's very loving. So hopefully you come check her out because she is a gorgeous girl.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Humane Society of Sedona.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Canine Country Club is where your pets go for vacation. Whether they need a place to stay for a few weeks or just camp time at daycare, our staff will make sure every individual animal's needs are met. Need the spa treatment? Grooming at Canine Country Club makes your dog look and feel better, and they can stay the day for free. We'd be honored to take care of your animals. Come in for a guided tour today, 1461 East Cherry in Cottonwood, or call 639-1624. The Canine Country Club, where your pets go for vacation.
This is Tillman. He loves to be petted and he's a very sweet boy. He's only 1 year old, so he's actually quite big. He hasn't long left his kitten stage, so he's probably very playful. He's black, and it's likely that he gets along well with other kitties. He came in as a stray, so we're not exactly sure of his background, but I think he'd be pretty adaptable to any sort of background, any sort of household, simply because he's just so very young. And he's a little bit frightened at first, but he warms up very quickly. He's actually quite relaxed now. And when he does meow, oh boy, he has got a very, very big voice. Aren't you? Yeah. Oh, and he's purring now. He's a very contented little boy, aren't you? Fancy that. Gone from wailing to purring in just a few minutes. Tariq. He is a grey and white kitty. He's about 3 years old, we think, and he's a very, very gentle boy, very sweet-natured. And he was found as a stray, and he's now looking for that a forever home. Because of his gentle nature, he would probably suit any sort of home. With dogs, you'd have to do introductions carefully, and also don't leave the cats and the dogs unsupervised, cat and dogs unsupervised. But yeah, other than that, he, I think, would suit any sort of home, particularly with children, because he's a little bit older. Or just somebody on their own, maybe like just have him sit in their lap. He seems very, very friendly. He's obviously been well loved. He's come from a good home, I think. He's a good boy. Aren't you? You don't mind sitting on laps at all, do you? No. You really don't. This is Midnight. He's a 3-year-old black male kitty. He came to us as a stray, but because of his size, he's clearly been very, very well fed. He's only been with us a short time. I think he's had very loving owners in the past, whoever they were. And I think he would make a superb family pet, probably with older children, possibly younger. He seems very mellow. He might want to be the only cat because he's a large male, and any introductions to dogs would have to be done very carefully. So these large males don't always like other animals. They can be very good with kids though, and he's going to make a very loving cat for some family.
If you are looking for one of the most gorgeous cats you'll ever find, this is our Darby. Darby is a 6-month-old Russian blue Siamese mix, and he has just got gorgeous, gorgeous coloring. He's all white with the exception of some tan on his ears and a little bit on his face, and he is the most affectionate cat you will ever meet. He loves to purr. I can purr right into the, see? Yes, he does. He's purring like crazy. He loves other cats. He's in a big room with a bunch of other cats. I actually went down to get a different cat to bring up, and he jumped up and said, "Nope, take me, right in my lap." So he comes to people to be petted. He's very affectionate. He plays with the other cats. He gets along with them. And because he's so young, he's going to live a long life. He's only 6 months old, so you'd have him for quite some time. And he is just the sweetest boy around. He just would be very, very playful with you as well as being loving. So please come check him out. He's not going to last long, I can tell you, the way he loves people. Want to say hi again? Yes, he says, "I'll say hi again." So this is our Darby.
After the break, we'll visit with the Adopt for Life Center for Animals.
Red Rock Precision Motors is dedicated to quality repair, service, and regular maintenance for all makes and models, foreign and domestic. Voted Best Auto Repair and Best Transmission 4 years in a row. Don't forget, trip checks are always free at Red Rock Precision Motors in Sedona. Dog visitors are always welcome.
Verde Veterinary Hospital in Cottonwood is your full-service companion animal hospital and has achieved AAHA accreditation, reflecting total commitment to provide quality veterinary care throughout the life of your pet. Verde Vet provides comprehensive medical, surgical, and dental care and offers 24-hour emergency service and house calls. Heartworm testing, feline viral testing, and nail testing, all available without an appointment. Verde Veterinary Hospital.
The Adopt for Life Center for Animals is located on Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 3. They offer many adoptable dogs and cats. Volunteers are always needed in local rescues and animal shelters. Ask to speak with the volunteer coordinator. Visit the Adopt for Life Center for Animals online or in person for more information about adopting a new pet.
Mix. She's about 3 years old. She's kind of a wild child. She hasn't had a lot of training and things like that, but she is just an absolute sweetheart. She's very loving and affectionate to you. She'll play fetch with you most of the time. She'll go get it 3 or 4 times and bring it back to you, and then she doesn't always drop it, but if you reach in and take it, she gives it to you willingly. She doesn't fight you or try to bite you or anything like that. She'll need somebody that's kind of strong and can take control of her, because she doesn't walk well at all. She likes to pull and tries to get out and get some distance between you and her so you can stretch out her long legs. But she's really, really a good girl. Hey, psst, Cookie? Yeah. And that's about it. She came in with her brother. Her brother went up to a rescue already, but she's still here with us. And like I say, she's just an absolute lover. She just can't get enough of people. Yesterday, after I got done walking her, I took her into the play area there, and she just climbed up on my lap and just did this. She laid her head on my leg, and that's kind of her personality. And kisses, big kisses for you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that's Cher. Okay, this beautiful guy is Bob. Bob is a loving, playful Staffordshire Terrier mixed dog, full of energy, full of love and big old wet kisses, brown and white. High energy dog, though. If you're going to think about taking Bob, you better be a hiker that can take him for walks or have a big yard. He's pretty good on walks, actually, until if he sees a squirrel, then that's a whole different story. But as far as just walking, he does real good. Likes to be out there. I would suggest that if you're going to consider him, that he'd be the only pet in a home. And again, lots of activity, lots of energy. You better like wet kisses like this, yeah, because he loves to give those. And all around good dog. It's just that, you know, you're going to need to be high energy to keep up with his high energy. Okay, this beautiful girl is Kiwi. Kiwi is an Akita breed. She's about 2 to 3 years old. She's got this beautiful mixture of kind of a cream color and white. Extremely gentle, very, very good girl. She doesn't put up a fuss with other dogs. I don't know if they were in company with each other, whether or not they'd get along real well or not, but I'd do a meet and greet with her, but I would think it's very possible that she'd get along with others. She's very calm inside of her cage, so I think that that's usually a pretty good sign. If you're thinking about Kiwi, one of the things you're going to need to do is be ready to give her a little bit of extra grooming. She's got very long, very thick hair. She's got a little bit of weepy eyes, so you got to keep the eyes clean for her. That's a very, very simple task. You just get a little Kleenex or a wet cloth or something, just wipe those down in the morning. But overall, she is just absolutely wonderful. She's absolutely wonderful on her walks. She doesn't pull, she just moves right along the trail with you. She's very, very gentle and easy to control. I think she'd do extremely well in a family situation because, again, her disposition is just absolutely calm and gentle, and just an overall really, really good girl. Really like this one a lot, and I think she'll go very quickly. So if you're interested, you better get in here and take a look at her. Take her for a walk and see what you think. And I know when you do, you'll be hooked.
This is Jerry. He's a little terrier, tough little dude. He's strong. Got some Chihuahua in him, but I would say that would be his primary heritage. He is a calm guy. He likes other dogs. He's traveling with his friend Ben, and he gets along with other dogs. We haven't tested him with cats or children yet, but it seems like if you have that situation, we could try it out. As you can see from his face, he got his face mixed in with somewhere it shouldn't have been, but he's healed very well, and now he's doing real well. He's a neutered male, about 2 years old, strong little man, and if you want a small to medium size family dog, this is your guy. This is Jerry.
This is Bogey. Bogey's about a 4-year-old pit bull mix. Very, very friendly boy. He's got kind of a gruff look on his face, but underneath all that is just a wonderful, wonderful, friendly boy. He's been with us too long already. He needs to get out of here, and he can probably live in almost any environment. He's pretty easygoing, fairly laid back, not tremendously active. He likes to sniff everything. If you take him for your walks, give yourself plenty of time because he's got to check out every bush. We call it reading the daily news. And I don't know that he would need a fenced-in yard as long as you give him his daily walks. He's pretty happy, pretty easy going on that point. He'd be wonderful with kids. He just loves everybody. Other pets, you might want to do a little meet and greet kind of a thing to see how he does with them. But for the most part, he's not tremendously aggressive or interested in other dogs. He just kind of does his own thing. He just likes to go through life and just enjoy it, and you give him some attention and he'll give you some attention, and everything works out well. And he just wants to leave you with one message and says, here's looking at you. Take me home. This gorgeous golden thing is called Godzilla. Now, he doesn't like his name. He says it makes him sound mean and ornery and all that stuff, and he says, I'm just the opposite. I'm an absolute lover, and so I like to be called Zilla for short. Yeah. Zilla is a 2-year-old golden retriever mix. Zilla's been with us since about December. He was picked up here in Cottonwood running stray. He is a wonderful, wonderful, friendly dog. Very, very excitable. When you first take him out of the cage, your first 30 seconds of walk are going to be an adventure. After that, he calms right down. He doesn't pull at all. And he's just wonderful, with one small exception. Zilla does not like rabbits. And if he sees a rabbit, you better have a good hold on him because he's going to take off. I don't know if a rabbit was mean to him at Easter time or something like that, didn't give him any treats or whatever, but he just doesn't like rabbits. And I would make a guess that other farm animals like chickens and things like that is probably going to be the same way. He gets along with most other dogs. He does have a few that he puts on a scene with, and when he puts on a scene, he's big enough to put on a pretty powerful scene. But other than that, he's pretty good. I mean, I can walk past other cages with him and have other dogs pass his cage, and he's just lays there and kind of looks at them. He likes to give kisses. Yes, see, just like that. Good boy, right on command. Zilla reminds me of some of the dogs down at the dog park. There's a girl that comes down there. It's a friend called Nicole. And Nicole will come in and sit on the ground. She doesn't have dogs. She can't have dogs where she lives, but she loves the animals. So she'll come in there with treats. And the biggest, rowdiest, craziest dogs in the dog park love Nicole. And he's got kind of the same personality. If you give him treats, he's your friend forever. And we'll just let you see some of the attention he'll give you. Zilla, Zilla, hey, Zilla, treat, sit, stay, stay. Good boy. And that's Zilla. Okay, this beautiful little girl is Zen. Zen is a 5-year-old. They say pit bull mix. I don't know. It could be, maybe not. Very, very good girl, though. She is an easy walker. She must smell something on the floor right now. Come here, Zen. Let's look up. And Zen is a very calm dog once you get her out of the cage. Now, Zen has one bad habit that you need to be aware of, and that is she's a Houdini. She can climb fences. If you have a chain link fence, probably not a good idea to take Zen, because oftentimes they'll go down and get ready to walk her, and she'll be clinging to the top of the gate on the fence. She gets her back legs in there and just pushes herself right up to the top. So that's something you need to be cautious of. If you have a fenced yard and it's not a chain link, you're probably going to be all right, as long as there's nothing she can get a foothold on so that she can do her climbing routine. Yeah, you'd like to climb. Again, very good on walks, very easygoing, likes to smell a lot. So, I mean, she takes advantage of every opportunity she can get to stall the walk and make it take as long as absolutely possible. So, but she's been here since October. We need to get her a home. That's going on 6 months or so that's way too long for her to be here. So if you think you've got room in your home for this little girl, she'd be a great family pet. She just absolutely loves everybody. Come on by, take a look at her and see if maybe she works out for you. This little guy here is Zach. Zach is a pit bull mix, probably about 2 years old. He's black and white, pretty good guy, kind of active dog, very gentle and good with people, pretty good with other dogs. You'd have to do a match to see what it's like. Zach came to us from Camp Verde. He was out wandering around with another guy named Zen, who we're going to see later. And they've been here since October, so we're pretty anxious to get some attention for them. As you see, he's very easygoing. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. And he would really do well in a yard. He's active and he needs to run. He's okay on walks, but he tends to pull a little bit at first. He seems like he's got a destination he wants to get to, and he wants to get there fast. But he's really good other than that. There's no problems with him whatsoever. Nothing special, nothing bad, just an all-around good dog looking for a home. Been here way too long. So if you think you got room in your house for this wonderful little guy, come by and take a look at him.
This is Ben. He's a beautiful little Chihuahua, 2-year-old neutered male. As you can see, he has a heart-shaped face, so not a nervous dog, very calm for a Chihuahua. He's going to be an excellent little guard dog for you. Ben needs some patience. He is a little bit hyper when he meets new people, so unfortunately he doesn't show very well. But as you can see, once he gets to know you, he's an adorable little lap dog. He's just a lover. He can't wait to get on your lap. He's a 2-year-old neutered male. He's ready to go. He's had all his shots. He's got a huge smile and beautiful eyes. He will benefit from a little bit of positive reinforcement just so he can get to know other people and strangers, that kind of thing. But once he gets to know everyone, he's going to be just fine. He's a lovely, lovely lap dog.
All right.
This is Sparky. He's a Jack Russell Terrier mix. Beautiful, beautiful little dog. He's 2-year-old, neutered male, had all his shots. He's ready to go home. He'd love for someone to come and see him. He's an energetic guy. We could have called him bouncy because that's what he does, waiting for someone to come and take him for a walk. He loves his walks. He loves sniffing and exploring. He was picked up by animal control with his friend who has since been adopted, so he's kind of lonely. It'd be very nice if someone would come and get him. He gets along very well with other dogs. We don't know about children or cats, we just haven't tested him, so if that's your situation, feel free to come and meet him in our meet and greet areas. Once again, he's got beautiful markings. He's a brindle dog, which is unusual in this size of dog, so he would have not only a tough little dude but also somebody who's beautifully marked. So again, this is Sparky, a young Jack Russell mix, and he'd love to meet you. He's a male, he's neutered. He is a lively pup, wonderful little terrier. He is good with dogs, he's good with kids, and he's good with cats, which is really a bonus. He would benefit from some crate training. He would benefit from being a family dog with a lot of people around and a lot of activity. And he's just a little jewel. He's neutered, he's had his shots, he's ready to go home. So come and get Brutus, and come and meet him and be his new family.
Is Bisbee. Bisbee is a heeler shepherd mix, guessing about 2 years old, maybe younger. Has a lot of puppy left in him, and he is just an absolute love boat. He's easy to walk, he loves people, he gets along with other animals. There's just absolutely nothing about this guy that isn't perfect. He won't be around long, so if you're interested in him, you better act quickly. I just can't say enough about him. He's just, I can say enough about him, but one other thing, he's a little bit timid at first, so you're going to have to be, gentle as you kind of approach him the first time, but as you can see, he warms up very, very quickly. He likes to give kisses, likes to cuddle. He's a real cuddler. He'll climb up on your lap and ride in close to your body. Yeah, he is. He's just a real cutie. Anyway, that's Bisbee.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Adopt for Life Center for Animals.
Adventure Auto Glass is your locally owned auto glass replacement service with free mobile service to the Quad Cities, Sedona, and the Verde Valley. Adventure Auto Glass owner David Rittershaus is proud to support the Humane Society of Sedona and the Yavapai Humane Society with the Adventures with Animals program. Remember to mention Adventures with Animals when you call Adventure Auto Glass.
Verde Veterinary Hospital in Cottonwood is your full-service companion animal hospital and has achieved AAHA accreditation, reflecting total commitment to provide quality veterinary care throughout the life of your pet. Verde Vet provides comprehensive medical, surgical, and dental care and offers 24-hour emergency service and house calls. Heartworm testing, feline viral testing, and nail testing, all available without an appointment. Verde Veterinary Hospital.
This is Peanut, a 2.5, 3-year-old female spayed. She's a long-term resident here at Adopt for Life. She's a very friendly cat. She has had all of her adoption fees paid by the volunteers, so she would be absolutely no charge to come join your household. She would be best as an only cat. She likes to play. She would make a very nice lap cat. Again, Peanut, 2.5, 3-year-old female spayed, and she would love to go home, wouldn't you? This is Vanilla, 2-year-old dilute female spayed tabby. She likes other cats. She would do fine with children. She can be quite playful, and then of other times she's happy, content to sit and let you groom her. She is always curious, of course. Yes. And again, this is Vanilla, a female spayed 2-year-old dilute tabby. This is Christopher. He's a 2-year-old neutered male tabby. He's very friendly. He can be quite vocal when he chooses to. He would love to have a large home to roam around in because he spends quite a bit of his time roaming around our cat room on his own. He came to us as an abandoned cat, and he's been living here ever since, waiting for his perfect home. Again, this is Christopher, a neutered male tabby. This is Kumba, a domestic, male neutered short hair. He was surrendered here at the shelter in a box. Some people say he might be a bit overweight. He says, "There's just more of me to love." He's very friendly, very curious. He's a very laid-back guy. He would get along fine with other cats, and he would make a fine addition to any home. Again, Kumba, male, neutered, domestic, short hair, about 2 years old, very, very friendly guy, looking for his forever home. A 2-year-old male neutered Bengal tabby. He was surrendered here at the animal shelter, and he has a bit of a sad story. His owner went homeless, was not allowed to have him any longer, so he selected Adopt for Life to bring Henry and try and get Henry a good home. Henry is a very, very friendly guy, and as you can see, he's quite alert. He loves to play. He's good with other cats. He would be a fine addition to any household. Again, Henry, 2-year-old male, neutered, Bengal tiger. He was surrendered here at the animal shelter, and he would love to come join you in your home.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Adopt for Life Center for Animals.
Red Rock Precision Motors is dedicated to quality repair, service, and regular maintenance for all makes and models, foreign and domestic. Voted Best Auto Repair and Best Transmission 4 years in a row. Don't forget, trip checks are always free at Red Rock Precision Motors in Sedona. Dog visitors are always welcome.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
About a 1-year-old spayed female. She was picked up, lost, and found by animal control. She's very, very friendly, very inquisitive. She gets along well with other cats, and she's just one of many fine black kitties that we have. She would make a good addition to any home. She likes children, and again, this is Daisy, 1-year-old female, spayed black cat. She's very curious, and she would love to come explore your home.
All animals leaving the Adopt for Life Center for Animals are given rabies vaccinations and are spayed or neutered. If the animal's not old enough, vouchers will be given to the adopted family. Visit the Adopt for Life Center for Animals on Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood to visit with any of the animals seen on this program. More pets are waiting for new homes at the Adopt for Life Center for Animals.